Dr. Meg. This is Dr. Carroll. We are the chiropractors at Chiropractic Family Wellness Center. Welcome back to our channel.
Today we want to talk to you about setting goals. One of the things that we have understood over time is that goals are very specific. They need to have the ability to be tracked. So one of the things one of our greatest coaches told us is that writing them down is essential. So putting pen to paper or having them on something that you look at consistently, making sure that you don't just put them away. Looking at them consistently is critical, and having them written down is also critical. They need to be very specific. They need to have real delineations on what your goal is and how you want it to be performed, the steps that you will do to get there, the time that it will take you to get there. And one of the things that Dr. Meg and I have done over the years is always put the words "or more," which is exciting because it leaves the option for getting to your goal but still opening to more possibilities. So that's another thing, that make them very specific, written down, make sure they have time limitations on them, look at them constantly, and then as you write them, make sure you put down "or more." What we do personally for goals and also for our business is look at different categories. And that's what we do it ritualistically at least once a year, and then look at them every day and then re-up them every quarter. So you can do that personally in your life. You can also do that for your business life as well. But it's really important. In the old days, I would make these, and this is years ago, I would make my goals and then I'd just set them aside. Not sure what I thought was going to happen. Never looked at them again. It was really bizarre. I don't know what happened there. And then as I, working with Dr. Meg and understanding how this works and the attraction ability, you have to participate. It is great to have attraction energy, but if you don't have the steps and you're not on the road, you're really not going to get there. You might get halfway there, but you are not going to achieve your goals unless you participate. So it's important to re-look at the goals. And one of the things I've recently realized, especially with all that happened this year in 2020, is that it's important to be able to reset, to be able to not feel failure and realize when the sadness hits that, wow, I can't even go down this road now. To reset your goals, take a moment, set time aside. That's critical. Take all distractions away. Sit down, get quiet with yourself or your accountability partner, and look at your goals and say, okay, this is not going to happen by the end of this year at this point. So what did I want to have happen with this? And what elements of it are still possible? And think big. We talk about sometimes in our business the big, hairy, audacious goals. These are goals that literally push your envelope to the point of you're like, ugh, could I get there? May I get there? I don't know. And your accountability partner will be like, yes, go ahead, try it out. So those are the goals we set occasionally to really give us the excitement to think, hey, let's push this. Let's really push this. There are other goals that are not as big. And those are the ones that you just set as you go. And sometimes it's just fun to check them off. I did it. But be available to the idea that you have to stay adaptable. So when you might have a goal that's not going to happen, you look at it because you're constantly checking them. And you might look at it and go, okay, I need to tweak this. And not to give yourself out, but to give yourself a realistic goal that's going to happen. And then when you set it, achieve it and get those steps written down that are very specific, they're time-oriented, and they're allowing you to really know where you're going on this road. And as I said in the beginning, we set them, I and Dr. Meg in our business sets them up in categories. So break it down, because at first when you look at it, you go, well, I don't know. Well, take little categories. What do I want to have happen in my financial life, in my life of abundance and financial stability and growth? What do I want to have happen in the next 6 months? Or what do I want to happen in this year if you're starting in the beginning of each calendar year? And then make very specific goals. Do I want to get out of debt? I think so. Do I want to achieve certain goals with my abundance? Do I want to tithe? Do I want to take care of these things? And very specific goals around those. What do I want to do in my family life? in my relationships and get very specific. For a very long time, I had a goal, I want to have a date with my husband. And you think to yourself, what? But I wasn't doing it. And if I didn't set it up as a goal, I wouldn't have. Weeks would go by, months would go by, and I'm taking care of children and family and business. And I think, when was the last time I sat knee to knee with him and literally had a conversation? So I had to put that on a goal sheet. You might think to yourself, that's bizarre. But it was working, and it made our relationship better when I knew that on this certain day and this certain time, he and I were each other's, and that was it. So relationships, financial goals, recreation goals. What do I want to do for fun? And where do I want to be? Fitness goals, physical fitness goals, set those up. The idea is that each time you do this, look at the categories and break them down and really give yourself realistic times and places that you want to have happen and steps that can go with them. Really, really critical. You can set up something called a vision board with goal setting, and that literally is pictorial. So if you have a vision of what you need to see things and you need to have it be visual for you, you can just take pictures from magazines, words written out, typed out, and have it be there and have fun with it. And literally, in a moment of collaging, set up a vision board that when you look at it brings you excitement. That you can look at that beautiful car that you are looking forward to having in your family, and you put the picture of it and you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to have that by the end of this year.
I would recommend when you break down your goals in categories, just pick like one or two to start in each category. That's a really, I think, easeful way to set the goals. And I set 3 in each category. If you have a lot of categories, definitely only 2 goals per category. So it depends on how, if you only break it into 3 groups of goals, then you could have more in there, but you want to limit, like, you don't want to have 50 goals that you're really focused on because your attention is too spread, in my opinion. So,
absolutely.
I will tell you a story that when we were in practice, this is our 31st year of being in practice together, and when we had been in practice about 9 or 10 years, we were just doing our thing. Like, we just had people come and we were serving them and we were happy, but we were not making any money. and we had these silly financial plans for people. And so what we ended up doing was hiring a business coach. And he is the one who introduced us to goal setting. And within 6 months, everything had changed for us. And it was remarkable how powerful this process is. And in addition to the other work we were doing with him, but the goal setting was life-changing. So it's really, you want to have fun with it, and you want to make it like so many other things that help us. If it's consistent, it's going to benefit you more. But it is a powerful, powerful process. So have fun in the process of it, and make sure you just keep working and reworking and working and reworking, and you're gonna go far. Thanks for watching.